Welcome to the session, students. So in this session we will be learning about Huffman coding in digital image processing. Myself Sushmita, Assistant Professor, Department of ECE. So let's get into the topic. So on completing this topic, you will be able to explain about Huffman coding, apply image compression technique using Huffman algorithm, and the contents that are present within this particular PPT is this video slide is a simple example for Huffman coding, the basic definitions of Huffman, and then Huffman coding algorithm and how image is being compressed by using this Huffman. So now let's start with an example. Suppose if we are having a message which has 5 symbols respectively. Example, I have taken few symbols, you can see in the PPT. So now what we are going to do is we are going to code this using zeros and ones. Okay, so instead of 3 bits we can just go for replacing that 3 bit with this particular symbols, that is 5 symbols will be having at least 3 bits. So for a symbol encoding, the length of the code will be 10 into 3, which is 30 bits. Okay, so we have to store these 30 bits in order to store all those codes. So what I am going to do is I am going to reduce the length of the code. So for reducing the length of the code, we are replacing the codes by symbols. So this is an intuition is that the symbols that are more frequent and will be having the smaller codes, yet since the length is not same, as you can see in the example, some code has having 2 bits and some code is having 3 bits. So we have to have some way to distinguish each codes or each code words. So this is how we have to go for differentiating. So for Huffman code, the length of the encoded message will be like this. So that is for that triangular symbol I am using 3, and then for the flower symbol I am using 3. Okay, so we are having 2 times, so that is why I am multiplying by 2. So on the whole, while we saw in the first, we saw it is about it is requiring about 30 bits. So when we are replacing it by the symbol, it is requiring only 24 bits. So from this it is very clear that we are reducing 6 bits of storage. Okay, so this is how we are going to replace the symbol with code words. So like this we can resume and replace the codes with the symbol. So definition is that an ensemble X is in triplex X, AX and PX, and X is to value of random variable and AX is the set of possible values and Px is the probability of each value. So what we are going to do is we are going to take the probability of each values and the Shannon information content is taken, that is h of x is equal to log 2 to the base 1 by p. Okay, so next thing is symbol codes and notations. A to the power n, all strings of length n, and a plus all strings of finite length, and then 0, 1 to the power 3, which are the 3 length code words, and 0, 1 we are taking different kinds of codes. So now the symbol code word, see, for an ensemble X is a mapping from AX to the code word 0, 1. So this is how it works. Now let's see the Huffman coding algorithm. So in Huffman coding algorithm, we have to take the last 2 probable symbols that are present within the alphabet, that is the longest code word, equal length and differing in last digits. Okay, so what we have to do first, if suppose I am having 5 different probabilities, then I have to go for arranging all those probabilities in the order of highest probabilities to lowest probability, and the last 2 probability, that is the least 2 probable symbols will be taken, and we have to combine those 2 symbols into a single symbol, and I have to replace that answer in the highest probable position. Okay, process has to be repeated. So you will be getting a better understanding through this example. Suppose if Ax is equal to A, B, C, D, E, these are 5 variables, and similarly we are having the probability values such as 0.25, 0.25, 0.2, 0.15 and 0.15. Okay, so in the first column I am taking the variables, and in the second columns I am giving the probability. So h of pi is nothing but we will be just taking the sum of the last two probability, that is 0.15 plus 0.15. So we will be combining that and placing in the highest probable place, that is 2. Okay, then we will be shifting the probability. Similarly these things will be found out, and then Li, which is nothing but the length of bit. So we will be just rounding off the values that are present within h of pi, that is 2, 2, 2, and then 2.7. When it is rounded off, we will be getting 3. Alright, so this is how it works, and then we can go for doing this process by a tree method also. So you can choose either or method for compressing the image by method. So statements is that lower bound on expected length is h of x. There is no better symbol code for a source than Huffman code. So we have to construct a binary tree top down, that is suboptimal. So here we have a few disadvantages of Huffman coding. First thing is that changing ensemble. So if the ensemble changes, the frequencies and the probability will change. Okay, so that is in text compression, symbol frequency will be varying with respect to context. Okay, so this is one of the major drawback of Huffman coding. Another one is recomputing the Huffman code by running through the entire life in advance. So that is we have to go for doing recalculation for in the Huffman code. That is one of the drawback. And another one is saving or transmitting the code. That is one of the disadvantage of using the Huffman codes. So now it's up to you students. So this is a quiz question based on Huffman coding. So which of the following algorithm is the best approach for solving Huffman codes? So first thing is exhaustive search, second thing is a greedy algorithm, third one is brute force algorithm, and option D is a divide and conquer algorithm. So now you try to answer for this question. So hope you now know what is Huffman coding and how the algorithm works, how it is playing a role in image compression. Hope you all had a useful session. Thank you for watching this video.